Hi there, welcome again. My name is Opemi Daniel Adonito. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the ingredients and the method I use in preparing my edikaikong soup that always ensures that it comes out, rich in flavor and exotic in taste. So, what are the ingredients for vegetable soup? The major ingredients are your ugu leaf and water leaf. Ugu leaf is called pumpkin leaf. When you want to cook your edikaikong soup, the proportion of the water leaf should be half of the pumpkin leaf. What do I mean? It means the pumpkin leaf should be more in quantity than the water leaf. So let's say you are using a big bowl of ugu leaf for your soup. The water leaf should be half or about half of the ugu leaf. The essence of water leaf in the edikaikong soup is to give the soup a softer texture or a softer feel on the mouth. Pumpkin leaves generally is not as soft as water leaf. It is quite hard, and so when you do not add water leaf to your to your vegetable soup, the soup looks shabby and also tastes that way in the mouth. Okay, now when you have too much water leaf in your edikaikong soup, it makes the soup mushy, and we do not want that to happen. So for your soup to come up nicely, remember that it has to have a nice it has to be appealing and also has to be tasty. That is what a perfect or a delicious food actually is. To achieve this, the quantity of your ugu should be more than the quantity of the water leaf. The quantity of the water leaf should be half the quantity of the pumpkin leaf. I hope you understand that. Now that is a secret a lot of people do not know, and every time they prepare edikaikong soup, it doesn't taste or feel like what they eat out there. Now the second secret that you should know about edikaikong soup is this: when you cut your leaves, make sure they are thinly cut. Make sure they are thinly cut. Your ugu leaf should be thinly cut. Your water leaf should be thinly cut. What this does to your soup is this: when you cook the both of them together, if they are thinly cut, they have a way of blending nicely, such that you cannot separate one leaf from the other. Your stockfish is the next most important ingredient, and stockfish is also known as okporoko in this part of the world. Okay, it has this nice exotic flavor that it adds to the soup. Stockfish gives your edikaikong soup a very exotic taste. It does. So you do not have to add too much. Basically, the need for stockfish is just for the flavor. Except you want to munch on stockfish in your soup, then you may buy the whole stockfish, or buy the very meaty part and add to your soup. But if you just want the flavor basically in your soup, then you could just go for a part like the ear, okay, or the head, okay. So you would be able to get nice flavor from that. Now the next ingredient I like to use is smoked fish. I like to use smoked hake. Now if you do not know what hake is what we call panla, the roasted one. Okay, I like to add it. You know why? The flavor from the smoke is extracted in the process of cooking, and it takes the flavor of the soup a notch further. So next ingredient is crayfish. I do not like to be stingy. I'm not usually stingy with crayfish when I cook edikaikong soup. The flavor of crayfish is very important in your edikaikong soup. The next ingredient is your habanero pepper. That is your scented pepper. We also know it as Cameroon pepper. Okay, if you're buying the dried ground one, it is called, or the dried powdered one is called Cameroon pepper. The yellow one is the fresh version of the dried ground one. Okay, I said stockfish, smoked fish, crayfish, habanero pepper. Then I also add onions to my edikaikong soup. Now if you just want to go the extra mile, you just want to add something else, you could add the blended head of prawn, dried prawn. If you have dried prawn, probably you cook with dried prawn at home, and you take off the head. Instead of throwing the head away, blend it together or crush it into powdered form and use it in your soup. It gives the soup a very nice flavor and aroma. When the flavor of stockfish, crayfish, habanero pepper and smoked fish comes together, it's just, it is wow. It gives your soup a very exotic flavor. Now make sure that the water leaf is not as much as the ugu leaf, and also make sure that the leaves are cut thinly. Now in case you're using chicken to cook this soup, you could also go the extra mile of grilling your chicken in your oven. Just grill it, also gives additional flavor to your soup. But if you're unable to, don't worry, with the other ingredients that I have listed, your soup will still come out very, very nice. Now so the method I use to cook, I do not like to fry my leaf. You're going to find the method in the video, but I do not like to fry my leaf. I like to use the stewing method. This is because the stewing method straps all the flavors of these ingredients in your pot and also helps retain their nutrients. So you have the nutrients intact, and you also have your the flavors of the ingredients intact in your pot. Okay, I'll leave you to watch the video now. When you do prepare this fish in your house, I would be glad to get a review from you. Thank you very much. Watch the video.